answer. But if you don't write it, just wait till after the class. You get. So now, what I'm saying is that we now want to go into making sure that this user detail are saved on the database. You need to have a database for it. Now, how are you going to save it on the database? That's where Firestore comes in. Firestore is a database for Firebase. It's a place where data are being stored or are being saved. So how do? You come to your project dashboard, come to build, and then you look for what? Firestore database. Now, you should see something like this. Now, just create database. Now, we are so just leave this standard edition, next, and then you should see configure. Now we are testing. This is not really production. Production means that it's something you want to launch. You're not launching this business, are you? No. All you are doing is what you're just working on what on a testing mode. So you create on test mode. Now, after creating it on test mode, you should now start writing code. Now, but before then, you need to also know how to implement your database. Now, I'm going to ask you two questions. If you want to sign up on, a party on Facebook, right? Are you getting or you are setting documents? No, let me ask this question. Let me ask this question. Are you trying to get documents or you are pushing documents to Facebook? Listen to the question again. 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 If you are trying to create an account or sign up on Facebook, are you trying to push the app? Are you trying to like get data from Facebook, or you are trying to what, create a data on Facebook? Good. Now, another question: are you trying to get data from Facebook, or you are trying to what, set data on Facebook, like push data to Facebook? Right? Again, are you trying to? If you are trying to create an account on a particular platform, are you trying to get data from that platform, or you are pushing data to the platform? You understand that? That means if you want to sign up or create an account, what are you trying to do? Pushing data to that particular person, that particular platform. But if you are trying to log in, what are you trying to do? That means your application are trying to get. So how are you going to do that? Now you're going to come to your to your docs. You're going to go to build again. In build, where are you going to go to? Firestore, right? That's your Firebase. That's your database, right? So you go to Firestore, and in Firestore, what exactly are you going to do? Now you are going to manage your database, but not just managing the database. You are setting pushing data to where? To a particular platform. Is it clear to you? Now you look for it from here. So to push data is also to what? Add data, right? You are adding data to where? I don't like the energy I'm getting. You are adding data to where? To where? To Firebase. Good. I need you go to so now that's add data, right? So you click on add data. Now, if you click on add data, now note that you might be wrong. You might be wrong because until you actually see the documentation, that's when you know if you are right. Now, you're going to be the one to read this. So if you scroll down here, right, looking at this place, does this make any sense to you? Does it make any sense to you? Who can interpret this for us in plain English? In English language. Mr. Samuel, the Rema is coming. The Rema is coming, Abi. The Rema has come. Explain it. Can you explain it to us in English language or in Pidgin? Or you are Benin, Abi, or in Benin language also. Anyone, I will hear. I'll ask the Holy Spirit to interpret. Okay. I like this guy. No, it's correct. It's correct. Why are you laughing now? Stop now. Continue, January. You're correct. I'm not joking. You're correct. Continue. Like it's not 100%, but of course it's getting city. So you're correct. Continue. You input your cities, yeah. It's actually correct. Now, why did I say it's correct? It's correct because when you are trying to like, what this is saying here, does not want to try. All of you are running. You are laughing. You are laughing now. You are not running. Please let me clap for Mr. Samuel. He actually thank you very much. So now, moving on now. Now, first of all, this thing is saying you are setting a document, you are adding a document. Do you understand? Now you want to add a new document to your database. Now, if you look at this place, what is it showing you? It is showing you what document set up. Now, two things that you need to know is that this doc is your what? Is your file or your detail, your user details. Then the set doc is actually the one what trying to set the document to where to Firebase. You understand it now? Now in this place, what are you trying to do? You're trying to set certain cities to where to Firebase. So in this place, you're going to have the name of the city, you're going to have the state of the city and the country of the city. In case you want to add, you can also add what? Zip code. So you can say comma next zip code. Then you cannot have zip code or UID dot the zip code dot user, whatever the name is. That's by the side. But that's not what I'm trying to say. So what I'm trying to say is that in this place, what I'm trying to get that particular doc and we're trying to set it on Firebase. You understand now? But we cannot do this without first doing one important thing. Now, you need to also go ahead and read this. So, what are we trying to do? We are basically talking about string type of data documents, isn't it? Now, your password is a string. We are not getting password, we're only getting email. Your email is a string, right? So, all you have to do is put string. Now, what exactly are we saying? Let us do that first. Now, before you can do this, right, you have to first of all what? Get Firestore inside of your application. This particular Firestore module inside of your application. You understand? Now, do not forget that when we wanted to do authentication, how do we do authentication? Import get us, then what? Create user with email and password. And where did you see Firestore, Firebase.what? Dash what? Sorry, slash what? Auth. You understand it now? So it's the same thing as this. You need to import this module in your web, in your Firebase config. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to import it in my Firebase config. Now, in this place, I'm going to come up and I'm going to say Firebase config. So I'm going to just import it here. Paste it here. So now we've imported what? Get Firestore. And where exactly are we interested? No, we are just going to go ahead and copy this the same way. Paste it here. Right? And instead of off.js, now going to be what? Firestore. Firestore. Yeah, .js. Do you understand it now? Now, this is exactly how you can. Now, if you're using framework, you can just go ahead and leave it like that. Next question.
I'm using that.
We're using it now. No. They're not trying to tell you that for you to use your Firebase, you need to use this now. That's what they're trying to say. Like for you to, and if you're using Firebase, you always have to initialize your app with Firebase. And in this case, you've already done it once, so you don't need to do it again. Yes, that's the first one, you initialize app. Now, we're not done. If you also still check this place, they want you to what? Use const app, because now you've done this, right? Now, they also want you to do what? Const db equals what? Get Firestore from this app. Now, that's the docs. So, initialize Cloud Firestore and get a reference to the service. So now we copy this also. The same way we did authentication here, that we did get auth, right? We're also doing it with DB. You understand? Now DB now is not the one calling this particular get Firestore function. From where? From Firestore.ts. Is it clear to you? Now, that means anywhere you see DB, what are you doing? You're getting Firestore. Just as anywhere you see auth, you're getting what? Get auth. Right? So are you following? Okay. Are you following? All right. So move on. Now we'll be able to what? Follow the first docs. Now, if you scroll down again, you have what? This one that says your doc. Now, for you to be able to use this, to use documentation, right? I'm sorry, for you to be able to set a particular doc, or for you to be able to add data to your database, you need two particular modules. First is what? Doc. Second is what? Set doc. So you're going to copy this also. We're going to copy it and just get it. So in this place, I'm just going to come here and I'm going to say, in this place, I'm going to say comma doc, then comma what? Set doc. You understand? Because that's what the two things that we're getting from where? From Firestore. Note. There's a reason I'm always showing you this. Note this place. Where are you getting it from? From where? Firestore. So now, moving on. Now, what are you not going to do? You're not going to what? Set doc, right? Now, what is it trying to say? It's saying you're going to await set doc, right? Leave the await. Just leave the await first. I'm going to come back here. What do you want to do? You want to set document, right? And what documents do you want to set? The user what? Details, right? Now, where are you setting the document? Inside of a database. Now, you now want to create a table. Table is what? Cities, right? And then you want to have what? LA, which is the name of the city. But in this case, we don't need to use this. What exactly is our own table going to do? What is our table going to do? Why is it new? Note, we are using what? Cities. Cities meaning that what? Name of different cities. Right? In our own case now, what exactly are we going to use? No. Why do we need location? What is our app about? Our app is about what? User authentication and storing user details. Right? So in our own case now, what exactly are we trying to store? User credentials, right? That's user details. Now, in this place, instead of writing cities, what are we going to write? Or users. Because we want to have multiple users. Do you understand it now? So I can just go ahead and come here. Now, in my app here, right? In my app in this place, let me check here. Yeah, in my app in this place, right? I'm going to remove it. I cannot say set doc, right? Just like what they did here. Now let me just copy it. So await set doc. I'm going to remove the await first. So we'll come back to that await. I'm going to paste it here. And I'm going to remove this await also. Right. Good. Now we're going to have set doc, the document, right? The database, isn't it? Now instead of cities, what are we going to have? We're going to have what? Users. Is it clear to you? Users. Now, we're not going to have LA. No. Why are we not going to have LA? We're going to have, let me tell you why we're not going to have LA. Because what is Los Angeles? What does Los Angeles have to do with users? Nothing. What we need to have is that whenever I'm coming, if you come to this place, right? First of all, in the first field here, right? So if you have a table now, I'm coming. Good. You have build here now, right? If you click on build, you now see list of other listings under what? Build, right? That's exactly what it's saying. Now, in our own case, we want to have what? Users. Now, users should not have what? Different type of users. You understand it now? Is it clear to you? I'm going to come again. You have build. Under build, you have authentication. You have Firestore. So let's just say those authentication Firestore database are like users under where? Build. So build is not like the plural users. Now instead of build, you now want to have unique users. User 1, user 2, user 3, user 4, user 5. Is it clear to you? So now, this thing right here is like I'm trying to create a table. Saying that way, you now want to have what? Set doc, the database. Now in the database, you want to have users. A lot of users. Now, each of the user should now have a what? Like, so she now be able to click one user. So if you click the user, you should have what? The user credential. Go back, click on another user. You understand it now? Now, how are we going to do that? How are we going to do that? So it's not going to be what? Users and what? So come here again. So if you come here, what do you have here? So it cannot be what? Users and what? Dot UID. Why is it UID? Unique ID. So you cannot. Is it clear to you? Yes. No, it's actually user ID, not unique ID. I just call it unique ID because I want you to know it's unique, but it's a user ID. So instead of saying just using L, I can just easily say what? User dot what? UID. You understand it now? That's exactly how you can work on things like this. I hope it's clear to everybody, and I'm not just. Is it clear? Is it clear? I like everybody's faces. This afternoon. Everybody's looking stressed. I'm very, very happy that you cannot share in my body. So, but is it clear to everybody? That was a joke. I'm happy actually. Okay. So, but do you understand what I'm trying to say? Is it clear to everybody? Is it clear? Now, that is that about that. Now, in that case, we cannot go ahead and create a what? What's the name? Okay, ask you a question. LA. So now, how do I put this? I'm trying to like check this. Now, one thing is that there is a collection of cities, isn't it? But this is an example. And in the example, it is hard coded, isn't it? When I say it is hard coded, what do I mean? Look at it. They're already giving you name, Los Angeles. Right? State, California. Country, USA. You understand it now? They've already given you every single thing they've given you. That means in some this thing they could have just said state or state.id or UID or something of UID. Just to like talk about a single thing. But in this case, it's actually hard coded. But in our own case, looking at it, it is different. In our own case, we are using something that is what is not hard coded. A user and the UID is based from where the ID of that particular user. So it is not what is not hard coded. So our own can be cities, then users, then what? User. In my own, I can easily say what user. But if I say user, right, it is not exactly, it's not going to write the ID for me. Right? It's probably just going to like have both the ID and what's the name and the it's going to have both the ID and the email. Why? Because I'm trying to get both ID and email in this user detail here. But right now, if I use user ID, I cannot get the email and even the ID of that particular user. You understand what I'm trying to say? So the UID provides me that ability to get that. That's what you like. Now, just what I'm going to do. Now, after this UID, right? What exactly are we trying to get with UID? The name? No, we don't have name. The email, right? Just the email, Abby. So that's what we're trying to get. Good. I can now easily come here and say what? Email, right? Then can have user.email. But we've done this before, isn't it? What am I saying? Email, then I can have what? User.email. Is that what I can get? Then we're also going to have what? We're also going to have what? Sorry, that's wrong. UID, right? which is what user.what.uid, right? But we've done this before. I want you to confirm that you know we've done this before, which is where this user data, right? Now, instead of doing this again, all you have to do is what? Call the what? Just call it as what? User data. That's what. You say? Yes, comma, user ID. So what it's saying is that what are you trying to set? We're trying to set a document in our database that has this particular user ID. And what exactly are you trying to set? User details. Again, I just capitalize it in English. You are trying to set a document, push a document to the database. What are you trying to push? The users, that's the user table. That's a table. Now, in the table of users, you're going to have each user has a unique user ID. And the unique user ID has a data of what? The ID and the email. Is a data, is a table. You understand? Again, you're going to set doc in what? In the document, in the database. Now, in the database, you're going to have a table that has users. Now, in that users, you're going to have series of users with their ID. So you can click users with their ID. If it's that you have username, you can say user.username. But you do not have username. No. You can use ID. Do you get it now? Now, you can have user data. Now, this is not going to work for one major reason. Why is it not going to work? I want everybody to look at it well and tell me why it's not going to work. I'm going to take this off for now so that there is no need to be exposed. Why is this not going to work? There is a glaring reason, very glaring, why it's not going to work. I'm not going to go until 10 minutes. So if you don't have to talk, fine. I can stay at 8 p.m. I can sleep here. I can sleep. Okay. I can stay here actually. My code. My firebase, the dog. Okay.
You should have
reported fire storage. But we literally just created the object here and called the user data here. So user data has been called already. Why is it not going to work? It's going to work. No, it will work, Abby. Nope, that's not the reason. No, he said it's going to work, so let's try it. It's going to work. So in our fire store, Abby, so I'm going to go ahead and then I'm going to put for divide. I'm going to put for divide 8. Then I'm going to write gibberish here. And then in this place, I'm going to accept and I'm going to sign up. Now, what exactly are we going to have? Sign up. It's not working. Good. It's not working, are we? Now let us refresh and let us see if it's going to work. If you're going to have it in our database, see if it's going to work. So in your database now, what do you have? This is weird. It's not supposed to work. It's not. It's not supposed to work. All right. So it's not supposed to work at all. Now this is going to give you errors. It was not supposed to show like this. You are going to be the one to tell me again. I'm going to delete it. I'm going to delete all the, let me delete all the, so now let's delete this again. And this also delete. Now, like I said, it's not supposed to work. That it worked and it did not give me any error is a mystery. So it's not supposed to. Okay, you know what? I think it will actually work. Now, it's not supposed to work, but with the way I wrote it, it will work. Let's check it out. So we have .then map. Tell it to what? Just leave the location. It's not important. Just next. Is everybody here? Look at this. Well, there is a reason why this is not supposed to work. Or not that. There is a reason why you can run into errors later in future. Now, what exactly am I saying? What I'm saying is that, what if you are processing thousands of sign-ups every single, like in a minute or in a second? What happens? What if you are processing numerous not transactions, sign-ups in a second? You understand? What exactly is going to happen? One thing is that you might not be having errors. Now, let me just explain to you one thing. If you log in, what happens? You get authenticated. After, if you sign up, you get authenticated. After getting authenticated, your details is sent to where? To the database. What just happened? What kind of programming is that? Yes. Yes. What kind of programming is that? Asynchronous, exactly. Because it has to wait for something to happen before something happens. But in this case, now it is just going immediately. So that means the programming is just straight. It's just going straight. So it's actually supposed to wait first, listen for a particular thing to happen before it happens. But in this case, it's not actually listening for anything. Both of them are working at the same time. Your DP is working. Your what's the name? Your authentication is working. Your DP is supposed to listen for what? Authentication, not that they work at the same time. That is why in this case, you have to add an async function here, right? And in this place, you have to await that particular function first. So right now, it is going to work properly. Now, this is an asynchronous function. This particular function is asynchronous now. Now, the response here is going to be what? It's going to await that particular function to execute first before the response gets what executed. Is it clear to you now? That is why we need to use async and await. Now, in this case now, right? In this case, if I try to do it, let me just show you what I'm trying to say. Let me remove this async. Now, let me now do windows dot location dot href, right, equals to, so let's go to login dot html. Now, just to show you something, let's see if it works. So now, if we have now let us try it out. So we have what for Levites84 at gmail.com. Now I'm going to write some things, some gibberish here. Then I'm going to log in. Algorithms, sign up. All right. Now, what exactly are you seeing here? It is showing login not found. Now, the fact that it's actually working is what I'm still having, is confusing me, even myself. But just so that you have future clarity, right? What you need to do is that you need to always put things like this as an asynchronous function. So we're going to have a sync, and in this case, we're going to have an await function. So why are you having this? You know what? I don't even think you need it. Sorry. I don't think you need it. Why don't you need it? Why don't you need async and await? I think I need to sleep. Why is it not? Why don't we need asynchronous? No, the problem is that I already have a .then. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I already have a .then. .then is already telling me that, okay, this is a what? This is already asynchronous. You understand? Are you okay? Are you listening? You understand? The .then is already telling me that this is already what? Asynchronous. Now, if you not try to do it now, so if you check it out now, you should have an error, right? But I included .then. So let us refresh and let us check it out. So now, let us try and input our password again. So for Levite 84, let's write 4. Let's write this, then this. Now sign up. Now, type error is not a function, right? It's already telling me that what it is not. So let us try and add a sync here. It's not really gonna work. Okay, let's await here. It's not going to work. Now let us try it out again. So already means to show you your password here. So let us try it out again. So this. Now, as you can see, where did it take us? Login. You see why it actually worked. .10 now, meaning that the .10 is also what? Are you following? Are you following? Are you following? You're not following. The .10 is also what? Asynchronous. You understand? Now, when I remove the .10 and I use what? Async and await, it also what? Worked. So meaning that you can use in this case, you can use just .then and then it's going to work. So it took off the .then. Watch it again. This I use async and await just now. Yeah. So check it out. Sign up. So where is it going to take us to? It's supposed to take us to. No. I've not related it. So uh, no, I'm just going to take it away from this place because I don't understand why it is just loading and waiting and waiting. Okay, good. Now let us try it again. So let's leave it like this. Then I'm just going to like write in anyhow passwords. Then I'm gonna have this, and then I'm gonna sign in. Now, as you can see, where did it take me to? It took me to where I'm still on sign up actually. Oh, I'm on sign up because I did not do window dot location dot href, right, equals to what? Login dot html. So actually, I did not observe it too. So let us try it again. So we're going to have something like this. Then let us check if it works. So sign up. Okay. So now it is not working. So create user with email is not a function. So the best thing to use here is .10. Best thing here is to use .10. Or if we're not using .10, we can go ahead and create a function. So what am I saying? So I can say const fetch the const update data. I'm actually confusing everybody now. Const update data. Then if we say this, now in this place we cannot have. Does it make any sense? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Let's just leave it as .then. I think .then actually makes more sense. Yeah, .then actually makes more sense. Yes, yes. So .then actually makes more sense for us.
That's the same.
You cannot accept and await, but it doesn't change anything. So it's always going to be asynchronous because .then is actually waiting for something to be completed. Now, now in this case, right, you have the user credential. Now, you've been able to set your touch, set the DB. We now want to make sure that whenever we log in, it should take us to where? Login, right? Login.html. So that's where we're going to have this particular window property. So window dot location, because we want to change the location of that particular what's the name? Page that we have. So we're going to say dot what href. Remember, your href is your hyperreference listing. So we have login dot html. So if you check it out now, you should have your result. So I'm just going to go ahead and use something else. Let's say, so I'm going to like press anything, then agree and sign up. And let's sign up. So now if you sign up, it takes us to where, as you can see, login.html. And then if you check your database, you should have a series of what's the name? Database files here. So that is that on sign up. That is everything on sign up. So this is how you can easily check. So now if you check it out now, database is not working. Sorry, our database is not working. Thank you very much. So probably they just proved me right. So I was looking at it that we are supposed to use async. No, async follows, await follows async. Await will never work if you do not put the async in. Yes. So I was looking at it like, no, you know that when we tried it the first time, it worked. And I was shocked that it was not supposed to work. Maybe we did not refresh it that time. That was why it worked. Now let us try it again now. I'm just going to add something else. And then in this place, we're going to have anything here. Now let us sign up and let's see what we have. So if you sign up, you should have an account now. So now it has taken us to what is saying about it to log in. Now let us refresh and let's see what we have. Now it should work. Hopefully. I give up. I'm coming. So let us check let's check here. Let's check here. So it's working here. I'm going to go back to my code and check what we have. So now we have create user with email and password, user details. No, that's not the issue. But let us comment it out. Let's. But that's not supposed to be. I'm okay. I'm not looking. And I say, so now let us try and sign up again. And let us check it. Now, you see that it is working, right? Now, probably the reason is because somehow, this place is reloading before the data are being fetched. So maybe it is moving away from this before the data are being fetched. So what can you do here? Let us use set timeout, right? So in this set timeout, what do you want? We're going to wait for 5 seconds, 5,000 milliseconds, and then we're going to paste this here. Do you know what's going to happen? What's going to happen now is that no matter what happens, it's going to wait for what 5,000 seconds before it works. So now we're going to try it again and let us see what's going to happen. So I'm going to put this here, and then I'm going to write other things. Then I'm going to put this, and then let us click on sign up. Now, after 5 seconds, it should take us to login.html. Now it has taken us to login.html. Now let us check here to see if we have a new user. I think we have a new user. This should be it. We have a new user. No, it is. It is. It is a new user. Or let's just check it out. So as you can see, it's the new user. Now this is how you know. Let us check the timestamp. We did not add time. You know what? Let us try it again. Yes, but it actually happened before. No, let's just try it again. Let's try it again. I'm gonna add something else here. So we'll sign up. We have 2 users there before, right? So let us check it out. Now we have 3 users. So as you can see now, we've created a delay to make sure that okay, it doesn't lock automatically. Yes, it's updating the database. Is it clear to everybody now? Yeah. Let us stop recording now. Yeah. Yeah.